This is the first chance we've had with Roy in particular to talk about the acrimonious divorce between Cristiano Ronaldo and Manchester United. Was that inevitable after his explosive interview?
No, I think it was on the cards for the last few months. Obviously, the interview was a tipping point for him, but that's it. You know, life goes on. Man United, a great club. Ronaldo's a great player. As you said, it's like a divorce. It's like the end of a relationship. We all know how that feels. And you go your separate ways. Life goes on. Great player for Man United. Should have probably left in the summer.
Yeah.
But that's the player's fault or the club's. It was never going to happen. The new manager was never going to play him. You cannot have Ronaldo as a suburb fringe player. It's just not right. It's just not right. And it's sad, but these things happen.
Does Erik ten Hag come out of this with his position enhanced at Manchester United, that he's shown the strength it could seem to stand up to Ronaldo?
Yeah, well, we know one thing, the Dutch, they look you in the eye, very straight talkers, and I think he's done well for Man United to turn the form around with everything what's going on with Cristiano Ronaldo, get the team playing. Obviously, unfortunately for Cristiano Ronaldo, he doesn't quite fit into it. You know, he's aired his views about it, but I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for the club, for him, for the fans, for it to move on, because we're getting into a situation, once this World Cup's finished, they're back in the league and they just want to hit the ground running. So I think it's good for the whole club.
I don't think it's been great management. I think it's been a difficult situation, but I don't think the manager comes out with it. People always praise the manager, going, "You've put a marker down." Part of management is looking after the top.
Yeah, but
you do have to treat top world-class players differently. This idea that you treat everyone the same, you don't.
Yeah, but you do want top world-class players to fit into the system of the team as well, because like, you look at with everything what's going on, the team. Look at the team.
I go back to it. You know, a guy that scores goals for fun, that can't be a problem. I don't want to go down the road again talking about people pressing. The issue, come this summer, the manager was never going to play him. Whatever about the system he's going to play, high press, close. Obviously, Ronaldo was never going to do that. He didn't come back to the club to do that. He came back because he's a great player and he would score your goals, get on the end of things. When you bring a player back who's 36, 37. So in this summer, the manager, when he came in, everyone knew he wasn't going to be... So let him go in the summer before it all got really messy. But that's what happened.
Do you think Manchester United will be better now without him because a perceived toxic element of the dressing room has left?
I think it's better for everybody. I think it's better for the club, obviously. You don't want that dragging into the second half of the season. Ronaldo's obviously ran out of patience there. He knew he's not going to be a regular. Of course, I think it's really, really straightforward. I don't think there's... People say, is his reputation tarnished at United? Far from it. Man United fans aren't daft. Ronaldo will go down as one of the greatest players. It's not ended well, but that's life. That's happened to previous.
I think they're better without him now.
Time will tell. Time will tell. Karen, he said, I talk when I want to. Well, he's the captain of Portugal. He hasn't talked today at the press conference because he decided not to. Do you think it would have any impact on what Portugal, we're going to watch them tomorrow against Ghana, would have any impact on Portugal in the World Cup, what's happened?
No. They just get on and do their jobs. I think, like Roy said, it's been on the cards for a while. He comes here, it's a fresh start. He's in an environment that he wants to be in. He's going to play. We know how important he is. I think he just does his job. He does what he's always done. Just give him the service, and I'm sure he'll be saying, I'll be scoring goals. But again, I reiterate what the guys have just said. It's best for everybody move on, and he'll just want to do the same at this tournament as well. He's on the world stage. He wants to do what he wants to do. That is score goals.
I think he'll be delighted to be back around the Portuguese squad, the World Cup. He'll still show his qualities.
I wonder, actually might rev him up a bit to really show everybody what he's still about.
Especially watching Argentina, Messi lose that first game, you know. You know what he wants.
That would have cheered them up.
Yeah, that would drive him right up, you know.
One other thing to bring Manchester United, the Glazers have put the club up for sale as well after 17 years. Let's not pretend otherwise. Plenty of Manchester United fans want them to leave.
Brilliant.
And, of course, Liverpool up for sale as well. Chelsea have just been sold. That's a significant moment.
That's good news for United fans. Again, the last few years, the fans have wanted the owners out. There's been no relationship with the club. Obviously, they're business people. So I think that's good news for the fans.
You know, I'm pleased because the fans have not stopped from the time they've been there in respect to their protest. And if that does happen, you're just hoping that a club of Man United's size, will they have any kind of fan involvement just to let them know what's going on? I think the fans have done brilliant. You know, hopefully it can happen for the fans simply because they've wanted it from day one, and it might happen. Fingers crossed for the United fans.